Hey, hey. Well, hello, Kyle. Hey, funny you should be here. I am working on, I think I'm working on your stuff. Let me see. There you are. I am working on your stuff. K-Bonk. How are you? It's been a full day here in the shop. Did a whole bunch of preparatory work and finally got to grinding it around noon and been going ever since. So yeah, Kyle, I've got your stuff in the oven here. Hopefully, let's see, it will be out Monday for sure. No problem. How are you guys doing? Kind of chilly outside, so I ended up heating the shop up as early as I could, and then as you saw on Instagram, I've been monitoring temperatures, and that coolant tank warms up, from the process really slowly. So I ordered a coolant heater today, which is basically an engine block heater. A buddy of mine, MHM Machining, Adam, turned me on to this idea. For under $100, I'll have like an engine block heater on the side of the coolant tank, and a temperature controller. So I'm going to follow in Adam Demuth's footsteps. Okay, Bach, the robots are working there. Excellent. Yeah, if you include 3D printers, I think my high water mark was 4 robots today. But I'm all caught up on 3D printing right now. So I thought I'd check in. I've got probably half an hour before I have to do something. I'm just checking my timers. No, I got 40 minutes. Well, half an hour, 40 minutes. So what are you guys up to? Warren, what are you doing these days? I'm not even sure. Kyle, I'm sorry. Kyle, are you East Coast? Not even sure about that. I guess I could check my I could check the order. Let's see. Where is Kyle? Oh yeah. Okay, I know where you are. Excellent. What kind of printer do you have? I'm just curious. I'm running the Prusas. Yeah, so you're an hour earlier probably, right? So it's 4:30 there? It got really cold today. Of course, knowing where you are, I should feel self-conscious about saying it was cold. But it got pretty cold. It was cold overnight, then it warmed up today. At early afternoon, it was actually above 40. Oh, we have the same printer. Outstanding. Not a huge shock. I am searching for a piece of tape, which of course I'm standing in front of. I have to put a little hat on my camera. Yeah, so, okay, I have a question for you. I'm going to insulate the bottom of the tank, and I have a choice. I can do, is that too much of a hat? That's too much of a hat. Hang on a second. Give the hat a haircut here. You guys must think I'm nuts. Okay, I'll take it. So, in-house right now, I've got some 1/8" foam. I've got some foil covered bubble wrap type insulation. I think I threw out all the foam board insulation that I have. So of those two, I'm thinking I'll use the foil covered bubble wrap and make a couple of layers of it and shove it under the tank. What do you think of that? There's like an 1.5" gap from bottom of tank to floor. So that's what I'm thinking. So after running continuously, well, I started warming up this morning. The coolant tank still has not gotten up to room temperature. So I think a little bit of heat on that is going to help me a lot. Also, in the coolant tank, I've got a bubbler to help with the bacteria situation. I should turn some light on here. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. This was truly random, so I didn't have any plan here. Reality and Elegoo Prusa slicers, though. Yep, cool. The shop is heated with a what we would call a Modine, but it's not that brand. It's a hot dog, but it's a ceiling-mounted, propane-fired heater. The noisy one. I think I've got 32 gallons of coolant, K-Bonk. I'll have to measure my actual gaposis, and maybe I'll go get a sheet of the other stuff. The reason I bring up the bubble wrap is I have some. So without buying anything, that's the piece of information I didn't give you, kind of intentionally. If I could spend $0 and I have the bubble wrap type foil stuff. So I'm kind of leaning toward that because I could probably have it done tonight. I won't I won't tell you how much rigid foam insulation I threw out about 4 weeks ago. That's a good question. Let me get my infrared thermometer and I'll tell you. There you go. 64 degrees is the floor right now. 64, 65. So 63 over there. That's not bad. I think the heater, you're about to do math, aren't you? I think the heater that's coming is a 200 watt heater. What do my numbers tell you? I think it'll be enough to take the edge off, and I'll set the temperature to my normal room temperature. Okay, so this morning, I'll tell you what the morning temperature was. I love it when a guy does math. Hey, hang on. My morning temperature was 50, actually I want to say 57 degrees. Hey Paul, how are you? Right now we're talking about the coolant tank and temperatures. I instrumented everything. It's amazing how happy you are until you instrument everything, right? So I instrumented everything, and the base and the column of the grinder came up to temperature pretty nicely with the room temperature, with the heat going. It's actually at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The thermostat is at the opposite side of the room, and that is currently set to 69 Fahrenheit. And so the machine has come up to temperature, and it's a little warmer because it's working, right? But the coolant tank is getting warmed up by the process. So it started the day at 57 or maybe below, and then it's only gotten up to, hang on, I'll check. Yeah, it's right. It's at 65 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So it's only a couple of degrees. It's only about 4 or 5 degrees below room temperature. Yeah, I'm not logging it. I'm sort of logging it every couple of hours by taking pictures. It's a thermocouple meter. I have two thermocouple meters, an old one and a new one. And the old one is got a probe in the coolant tank, and the new one has two probes on the grinder. So we're just observing, and it's convinced me that I want to put a little heat on the coolant tank. So my plan right now, I ordered it on Amazon. It's going to be a magnetic heater. It's meant for as a block heater or an oil pan heater. That'll go on the coolant tank, and I'll set it to 68 Fahrenheit. Yeah, kinda. It's sort of a steady state would be the target. I figure, if 68 is sort of a standard temperature anyway, 20 degrees Celsius. So if I have the coolant at 68, that should work out pretty well. So as the coolant warms up, the demand on the thermostat will go away. Oh, I could no, don't, Kyle. If you look at the pictures on Instagram, the green thermocouple meter is a logging meter. I could log it. I could make curves and graphs and arrows, and yeah, I'm not up to that level of nerdosity yet. But I'm not adverse to it either. So I spent $98 on Amazon, and I've got this oil pan heater and a temperature controller coming. 200 watt heater, temperature controller, ready to go, $98. So I think that was a pretty good deal. We'll see what happens. I'm in the lots of coolant camp, so it will help. Kyle wants graphs, damn it. Yeah, it's a PID. I'm guessing it's like a PID controller. It's nothing super fancy, but I mean, it's coming off Amazon, so. But we'll see how it does. Like I said, if it just gets me, keeps me in the vicinity of 68 degrees for the coolant tank, I'll be very happy. Winter is coming. Kyle. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I've just convinced myself that I'll go get that roll of bubble wrap insulation with the foil and shove that under the tank tonight, just 'cause. And we'll see what happens. It'll be very interesting if I could note any heat retention on the tank. RV water tank heaters are cool and glue on 12 volts. Glue on? Run on. Run on? I don't know how glue got in there. Yeah, but it's actually easier for me to get something that runs on AC. There's an outlet sitting right there. Actually, it's an extension cord, which I'm sure I'm going to overload one of these days. And if I do, I'll mount up a box. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm finally getting caught up on 4-inch stones. We've got 8 sets of 4-inch stones in the pipeline right now, which is making Kyle very happy. And I'm finally caught up. You want to hear something funny? They screwed up. They somehow screwed up filling my back orders. They actually gave me too many 4-inch stones. We're sorting that out, but I'm happy to have them. Paul says, I have a mini split in the garage workshop. Yep. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do, K-Bonk. I'm going to wrap that insulation around and up the sides, and I'll probably either tape it. I think I'm going to tape it along the top edge, so it's going to have like a little U-shaped insulation. I'm not going to go crazy nutso, but let's see what that does, and that ought to help a lot. I did that on the Formlabs resin printer. I did the same thing. On the back of the resin printer, I did a little vest of that insulation, and I think it helps. Again, because the basement isn't that warm. It's not freezing, but it's not that warm. And I think that helped me with my resin printer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Bloop. I might do it might do it tomorrow. But that's the next step. Yeah. We'll see what happens. So I was away most of this last week helping to get Mom moved into her new digs. That's going very well, but it is a lot of work. So I got my workout. I was feeling it in the shoulders. We packed in New Jersey, we packed 167 boxes. And then, of course, we had to unpack and then move to storage and then do all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of pooped. I don't think I'm going to work late tonight. I think I'm going to get the stones that are on the machine done, and then I have one more One more batch and I'm toast. And then tomorrow I got to go kick people in the head. So there's that. So yeah, tomorrow I think I'll fit the. What are we going to call it? We need a name for this. The PFG bikini, coolant tank bikini. I might be. Yeah. No, I can't. There's not. I can't show you the camera. It's not set up. All right. So where's? I'm just looking at names and I'm trying to figure out if I remember where you are. Gotcha, Paul. Belt and suspenders tank. That's about right. Belt and suspenders. I like it. I think it's going to work out fine. I got to figure out what tape is going to stick without being obnoxious. Wonder what I have. Oh, what's this? I think somebody gave me this tape. I'm gonna have to look up the 3M number. This is fabric tape. It's probably electrical. I don't think I ever even noticed it in my kit. You can see the fabric. I might have just found my tape. Ha! I got a number, 3224-1. Wonder if I could figure this out. "3M tape, 3224-1. Oh. No. It's coming up. Well, anyway, I've got some fabric tape here that's not meant for the purpose, but it sure looks good. Maybe I'll use some VHB. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for being here. Just use saran wrap till I get the process where you want it. Yeah. Well, what I think I'm going to do is I'll fit the belt and suspenders, and then I'll pull it out. I'll put 3M VHB on the edges, 2 strips, and then I'll wrap it. I'll clean the sides of the tank thoroughly, wrap it, stick it, done. And I think that's going to work pretty nicely. We will see. Coming up on 6 o'clock. Oh, I just got an order. What did Gerald just ordered? Thank you, Gerald, if you're listening. A set of 6s. Hey, Gerald, guess what? Your 6s are going out tomorrow. Take care, K-Bonk. Have fun. It's dinner time. It is 6 o'clock here on the East Coast. It's 5 o'clock in the Middle Coast. Thank you, Gerald, if you're here. That is in stock. fact, I'm going to go pack it. My grinder's going to be done in 18 minutes. I could have that order packed in about 8 minutes. I'll catch you guys later. So much for our random live. I'll leave this up on the channel, and we will see you guys Sunday for sure. Yeah, we'll see you at 1 o'clock on Sunday. I'll put the word out. Take care, everyone. Happy randoming with you.